Welcome to Metaphysical Soul Speak. I'm your host, Elena Fox Starks. Hey guys, I hope that you are able to roll with the punches today. And I'm saying that because, first of all, a massive asteroid passed Earth not that long ago at a speed of 80,000 kilometers per hour. And it was a big one, and they're not even comparing these to the sizes of buildings anymore, but it was huge. If it had slammed into the Earth, for sure we'd be in big trouble. But as you may have guessed, it does wreak havoc with the magnetosphere, as does the solar winds that have been slamming into Earth at 800 kilometers per second or something like that. I don't know. I can't remember now, but I can't look it up on the internet because the internet is out. It's been out for over an hour. I did the first, I'm doing now this part, the introduction part. After I've done the other part, I did today's reading, that because it's Tarot Tuesday. And sometimes on Tuesdays, my higher guidance says, hey, do a reading for the collective whole. So I went ahead and did that. And oh, it's an excellent one. You're not going to want to miss it. I already did it, and it was extremely long, and I was thinking, boy, my introduction has to be real short because otherwise it's going to be way too long of an episode today. But guess what happened? I cannot access the internet, so I cannot tell you the Course in Miracles lesson today. I can't tell you the 7 places on Earth or Italy as far as the Schumann resonance is concerned. So I don't know. I feel like it was that asteroid passing by Earth awfully close that has now caused us the situation in which the internet is out. I don't know if that means just mine, if it means yours. Maybe the landlord here forgot to pay the bill. Usually he's right on top of it, so I don't know what's going on. I told you guys that the other day I was abducted and I had all these signs, and I found a scab in my scalp where there had been a puncture wound to the right half of my skull. So, yet more evidence. If I had a friend to kind of dig through my hair and look at all these puncture wounds, usually at the base of my neck, I would have a lot of scars. Stuff is crazy. I don't know. I think I'm getting implants, and I don't know what they are. Or maybe they're removing old implants now that I've ascended a certain amount or something. I honestly, I don't know. Oh, I'm so tired. And I know that we do have the Ascension Symptom scale is 99 today. So at least I could tell you that part of the normal part of the introduction. I'm debating still. I may go back tomorrow and add this information in for today's episode, or I might just leave it. I think I'm going to leave it. Unless the internet comes on in the next 10 minutes. It's 4:10 a.m. and I started this a couple hours ago. 3 hours ago. Más o menos. But Angel numbers today have been, in fact, let me go over some of these angel numbers that they've been kind of building up, haven't they? And I haven't really mentioned which ones, what we had here. So yeah, it's been, I don't know why the internet's out, and usually if it cuts out, it's like for 5 or 10 minutes, but now it's been over an hour. So, I don't know. I've been getting 22 a lot, so we're going to go with 22. All right, what does it say here? Angel number 22 is this. The angels can see the positive results of your prayers. They want you to have patience and stay optimistic while the final details are being worked out in heaven. There is an urgent call from the angels to keep the faith. So 55 is another one I've been getting. This is a period of out with the old, in with the new. Welcome these changes, and they bring about new blessings. Also, I've been getting angel number 11. So we're going to read that one. Stay positive. Your thoughts are materializing rapidly. So you want to ensure positive outcomes by focusing only on the good within yourself, within others, and this current situation. I've been getting angel number 111. This number brings you the urgent message that your thoughts are manifesting instantly, so keep your mindset focused upon your desires. Give any fearful thoughts to heaven for transmutation. And 555, I love this number. I've been getting this one quite a bit. Huge changes are rumbling throughout your entire life. To keep these changes on the highest possible course, be sure to keep your thoughts positive and stay centered in prayer and affirmations. Now, there was another one that we've been getting, 433, so we're going to look that up. 433 in angel numbers means you are completely surrounded, loved, and supported by the angels and many beloved deities. And also 444. We all know what that one means because we get it all the time. But I'm going to read it directly from Angel Numbers app. It says, there are angels, they're everywhere around you. You are completely loved, supported, and guided by many heavenly beings, and you have nothing to fear. Oh, and right when I said that, 733 was right on the screen, so moving right along to 733. The Ascended Masters are very pleased with that you are following your intuitive divine guidance, which is the answer to your prayers. All right, that's all the ones I could think about right now. But it's pretty cool, you know, that everywhere I look, these numbers have been like for days now. So it's just signs from the angels that they're talking to. If you don't know what angels' numbers are, that's all they are. You know, we've started off with seeing 1111. There's even a website called the 1111 Project. I haven't visited yet, but my new friend Corinne and her husband Donnie tell me that it's an incredible website. It's someone that they know who built it. And it's talking about this phenomenon. 1111 means there's a gateway open. And it's time for you to walk through it. Basically, things are changing for the better. And it's weird that all of a sudden everybody on the planet collectively started seeing 1111. Like, this was about maybe 15 years ago. Maybe 20 years ago. It's possible. When all of a sudden people where all of a sudden people are like, wait a minute, why do I keep seeing 1111? And I noticed I was seeing 23 all the time, but if you've ever read Douglas Adams' book, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, you're definitely going to love the number 23 forevermore like I do. Great series of books. I saw the movie, but I read, I think, 3 out of the 5 or 6 books in the series. And broke up with my fiance that I was with at the time, and he took his books back, dag nabbit. But actually, maybe he didn't. Well, he didn't. They were in storage and stolen, so oh well. It's not like you can't buy the books. They're still available, I'm sure, in Barnes & Noble or online. You could probably get them at Amazon still. But in the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, he's talking about how the number 3 is a prime number, but you see it everywhere you look. And it's just that one number that seems to be magical because everywhere you look, it's everywhere. And I started noticing, like, every time I'd like watch a TV show and the cop car go by and 23 would be on the license plate, or the ambulance or the fire truck would show up and it'd say 23 in the front of the fire truck, or the number of the fire truck would be 23, or it'd be, someone at the airport having to, go to Chicago at gate 23, or, just any number of things. But, how old are you? I'm 23, It seems to be that one number that shows up more often than all of the other numbers. So it's pretty cool. I'm gonna look 23 up now that I'm curious about it. What does 23 mean? I don't know if you guys could tell. I am laying down in my bed. I am so tired. It's like 4:17 right now, and I'm sitting here just floored that there's no internet. I'm hoping that even my recording this, that it's going to save and not at all say it's unrecoverable later. All right, angel number 23. If you ever want the Angel Numbers app, it's purple and pink, mostly pink. And it's an incredible app. It has really good, insightful, meaningful descriptions of the numbers. It's very similar to Doreen Virtue's work, but it's a little different. 23 means you are working closely with one or more ascended masters, such as Jesus, Moses, the saints, or the goddesses. This is a message from your ascended master guides, who can see that the answer to your prayers is within reach. They encourage you to stay positive to ensure that you attract the best possible outcome. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap this up. Hey, I got a new sponsor. What did I say? It's only be a day or two, and then I'll have a new one. Wow. What a difference your words spoken out loud can have upon your life. The first time my sponsor quit, they had set it at $50, and they ended up paying me like $50.08 or something. And at the end of $50, it was just like, boom, no more sponsor. And it took like 2 days before I got another sponsor. And then the second sponsor was Spotify, as you recall, maybe. And after $50, it kept going. And I was like, yay. And after $100, it kept going. I'm like, yay. And then it just cut off at $105. And I'm like, wait, what? Because I was thinking all the contracts have to do with, I'm going to spend this amount of money. And I don't know if you guys want to have a podcast ever, but if you do, sometimes it works that you get your sponsor saying that they will pay only from this day till that day, whatever the money happens during those times. And so apparently they just cut me off yesterday because it was the end of the time contract. So I'm learning about all this stuff. And I was thinking, well, last time it took 2 or 3 days, so this time I'm going to say it'll probably take a day or two and I'll be fine. Boom, less than 24 hours later, I have a new sponsor, which is my first sponsor, Anchor. How cool is that? So welcome back aboard, Anchor. And I'm glad that I have a new old sponsor again. So hopefully I'll be able to get sponsors or more sponsors that are spiritual in nature. We'll see. Maybe I'll try to contact some companies this week and say, hey, why don't you sponsor my Metaphysical Soul Speak, the podcast? So who knows? If you guys have any ideas about that, let me know. I was approached tonight by a company that wants influencers in media, and I was told I would be paid for that. And I'm like, what? So I don't know. I mean, I've been working on my abundance blocks and clearing them all. And suddenly I have like 3 or 4 new ways to pull money in. And about 3 of them are completely unexpected, where I had no idea that was going to happen, including the CBD oil business, which you could look in the description for my link. And if I'm not mistaken, it's ctfo.com, and then it's /CBD oil for metaphysical souls. But I could be wrong, so look in my description because you'll see it there. If you're listening to this on YouTube, for whatever reason, Spreaker cuts it off. Spreaker is one of my distributors, and they distribute my podcast to all sorts of places. So when they do that, they cut off my link. So I just noticed that on YouTube, and so I might have to go back and rework some of the wording, fix some of those links, because what the heck is going on there? Anyway, I'm going to take a quick break, and you get to hear my brand new commercial. After this, I'll be right back. If you haven't heard about Anchor, it's high time you did. It is the absolute easiest way to make a podcast. First of all, it's absolutely free. Second of all, they have creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or your computer. You guys have known that I've been doing this for 8 months using the Anchor.fm app right on my cell phone, and I have done it everywhere, right? I have recorded this in my living room, my bedroom, little cafes in Quito, Ecuador, all over Cuenca. It's so absolutely easy to make your podcast, and editing is just a snap. Anchor also will distribute your podcast for you, and it took me about 2.5 months to become syndicated, and now I'm available on Spotify, Apple Podcast, and many more, and so can you. You can make money from your podcast also, and there's no minimum requirement. You get paid from your very first listener. It is everything that you need to make a podcast all in one place. So please, if you are interested in making a podcast of your very own, do not hesitate to start with Anchor. Download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started today. Do you ever wish you could look into the next chapter in your book of life and see what's coming next? What does the universe have in store for you? I can help you with that. I will give you a Celtic cross reading, which is 10 cards, or you can ask me 3 questions, and I use 3 cards per question. So that's 9 cards, or I can channel your higher guidance, or maybe God directly for you. Maybe you want to talk to your dear departed Aunt Edna, because maybe you have a few questions and she was the smartest person you knew. If your deceased relatives are available or your ascended masters, I can channel them for you personally. Let me have 1 hour to show you the future in your next chapter of your book of life. Readings are $75, and it takes me an hour to an hour and a half to complete. And for this price, you will also be hooked up to the healing grid around the planet for free, which means yours truly, me, I will be giving you Reiki 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for the rest of your life. All you have to do is let me know. metaphysicalsoulspeak@gmail.com, and we will explore your future together. All right, guys, I've already shuffled the cards 5 times. Got to do it 2 more times. And then we'll start by having Archangel Uriel. She is here for the enlightenment, to help with the enlightenment of humankind. She told me today. And she is going to be picking out the cards. We're going to do general Celtic cross reading so that, actually I'm going to move my phone. Maybe you guys can hear me better. I'm doing this very late, so I'm sorry it's a little bit late today, guys. I needed my other phone and it wasn't charged up. I've had a couple technical issues today. I think I did that enough times. Okay. I already slapped the deck 3 times. Oh yeah. Touch your forehead and say this to open your third eye. I'm going to do it right now. Ki a sha, ki a sha, ki a sha. Whoo, that's always a rush of energy. I love that. Okay, Archangel Uriel, I'm connected to you, correct? Yes, all right. Archangel Uriel, please pull out the card that is meaning... Oh goodness, all the cards got all turned around. That was so weird. Okay, I need the card that will be the center, our present situation, our present circumstance. How did all my cards get so turned around? That's so weird. Seriously, like 20 of the cards were turned around completely backwards, and when I put them together, they were fine. A minute ago, they were fine. That's weird. Was I just abducted by aliens? What the heck? This is so weird. There's always something weird, right? I don't know what's going on, but okay. Seriously, like I have a bunch of cards throughout the deck. It's like I shuffled them half backwards. I don't know. Anyway, let's see here. Yeah, today I've noticed that there's been a lot of technological glitches. And I was so tired. I've been tired all day. All right, finally. Okay, fix the cards. Okay, Archangel Uriel. For this is a reading for the collective whole. And this is a pre-full moon. We have Friday the 13th is a full moon this week. So pretty exciting, right? At least for me, I love it. So Friday the 13th is a full moon. This is a reading for that day and the ensuing weekend for the collective whole. So Archangel Uriel, as I shuffle these cards, please pluck one out. That means it stands for where we are at. What is our present situation or present circumstance? Please pick the one card out. Just pluck it out. Allow it to fall. Is it one of these? No. Okay, great. All right, keep going, keep going. Which one is the card for the collective whole that is for all of us in our present circumstance? Is it this card? Yes. And this card is the Queen of Wands, Reina enthusiastic queen. That's pretty cool, actually. Okay, so what is our challenge or opportunity, or what crosses us in the collective whole? Is it this card? Yes. That is the Two of Cups. And what is below us? What is the card that is below us? Is it this card here? Yes. Ooh, they're coming out fast this time. Page of Swords. Nice. And what is behind us as a collective whole? What is the one card that is behind us, Archangel Uriel? Please pull that out for God. God's telling us. What is the one card that is behind us all now? Oops. See, and now these cards are just flipping around in my hand. Okay. Oh no. Like 4 cards just flew on out. Okay, what is the card that is in the behind us, what we've already left behind position? Is it this card? Nope. Is it one of these 2 cards? Nope. Just flying on out. All right. God, what is the... Please let Archangel Uriel take the correct card out. What is the thing that left us behind? All right. I hope you guys can hear it. It's like good ASMR if you can. I'm doing this in my living room because my bedroom light is just gone now. Ooh. Is this the card? Justice. I've never seen this card in this deck. Oh, that's a beautiful card. I might have to take a picture of that for my Instagram so you guys can see it. All right, what is the one card, God, that is above us? It's like what our higher selves collectively, what you want to tell us that's above us, that we know, the one thing that's got our back. What is that right now? It's in our favor. And again, this is for the Friday the 13th. Oh my God, this card went shooting out so fast. Oh my God. Is it this card? Is this correct? Okay, no. All right, good. Was not a very good card. Okay. So, thank God. All right, so God, what is the one thing that where we know our higher self has our backs? That you have our backs, basically. What is the one card that's above us? Is it one of these? No. Okay. I'm glad the cards are jumpy. When they get jumpy, that means we're making a real connection to the divine. Is this it? Okay. Oh my God, we need my reading glasses. It's impossible to see this. Oh yeah, it doesn't matter. It's spelled wrong. It says Kingit of Pentacles. I'm assuming that means Knight of Pentacles. That's good. That's what's above us. Okay, so God, what is immediately in front of us for starting from the full moon, like for the next week after that? Oh, wait. Is it one of these? No. Okay. All right. So what is in front of us for the collective whole? Something to look out for in the next week. Is it this one here? Beautiful. Is it one of these? No. Okay. Now, how is it that we see ourselves right now? How are we viewing our situation from our perspective? Is it this card here? Is it the Death card? Oh. All right, good. And how are people seeing us? Maybe people who aren't in the 144,000 collective. Of course, there's more than 144,000 guys. That's just a symbol. Is it this card here? How other people see us is the Chariot. Beautiful. Oh, and by the way, in the next week, we got the Moon card. Okay, so in the next 3 months, our hopes or fears, or what's going to happen for us in the next 3 months. Oh, look, 20 cards fell out. Oh my God, half the deck fell out. Oh, crazy. Okay, what is in the here again? No, we don't like that. All right. Okay, Archangel Uriel, please try to just take one card, please. Oh, thank you. Is that the one? Beautiful. the Page of Opportunity, Page of Pentacles, next 3 months. And in the next 6 months, or the final outcome of this entire reading, what is the one card for that? Is this it? Okay, good. Is that for me personally? Because it matches the other card? Okay, good. All right, just a random card. That wasn't it. See, it's a good thing I do kinesiology. I do muscle testing because it's really good to know, in case a card falls out and it's like your mistake and wasn't being plucked out by the spirit that you're working with, or in this case, the angel that I'm working with. God is the direct mouthpiece, and the archangels can only do what God asks. That's why I ask the archangels to pluck the cards for me, so I'm not just pulling it out myself. Then I use muscle testing. All right, so what is the final outcome, or what's going to happen for the collective whole in the next 6 months? Ooh, a card just popped into my head. It'd be cool if it's the same card, but we'll see. What is the final outcome, or at least of this reading in the next 6 months? Is it this card? Is it this card here? Because it didn't quite, it like flipped over and then crossed the deck. It's this card for real? Yes. It's the card, the World. That's a very, very good card to have. All right. Now we have all of our cards. Last time it took 13 minutes. This time 10:32. Archangel Ariel, thank you. I appreciate this. All right, so where we are at now, we are at the Queen of Wands. So, Divine Mother, you want to talk to us? Divine Father? No, okay. So, Divine Mother wants to speak today through me, for the collective whole. And I'm going to ask her what she means by the Queen of Wands. Many ideas are going to be coming at you at this moment. You have to use discernment, as always, with everything. But know that if it feels like a high vibrational opportunity or idea or what was that word? I'm hearing the word ounce. Is that correct? No. Oh, please tell me this word again. I'm not hearing this word, Divine Mother. Can you use another word in its place? It's an ounce of inspiration is what I'm hearing, but I know the word ounce is wrong. So, do you want to put this in a different way, please? Did you see the hui of inspiration? Okay, so she's speaking a little bit in French to me right now. The hui of inspiration, the yes of inspiration. Now, no wonder I wasn't getting it. I'm expecting you to talk to me in English. Okay, so, and I understand a little bit of French, but that was just surprising. This is Divine Mother, yes? Mother Mary? No, okay. Just want to make sure. So, Divine Mother, even the yes of inspiration hits you and it strikes, you're going to feel it to the very core and heart of your soul. When you feel that, then you know it is a correct and right opportunity. When you feel a little ping or a twinge or a pain in your gut, then you're going to know this is not a correct opportunity. When you feel a little bit of a catch in your throat chakra or a slight pain of a headache, those are also other signs that an opportunity is not correct and in fact might be something for ill-begotten gains or a scam. But when you feel it in your heart of hearts and it brings you the utmost joy and it radiates the energy and feeling of joy, and it brings more and more inspirations and more ideas, and every idea seems more lofty than the last as far as energetic vibration is concerned, then you know for a fact this is indeed a golden opportunity literally for you. Anything else you want to add to that? No. All right, you guys. Usually I look at the Rider-Waite to consult, but today I have decided to use Galaxy Tarot, which is a free app that I absolutely love. It's just another form of explanation. So I'm going to go ahead and talk about that. On this card, you'll see the number 23, my favorite prime number. So hey. So, let's see. Queen of Wands. I'm looking it up now on this. These are wands. Queen of Wands. All right. This is a really awesome app. Galaxy Tarot. Beautiful cards. They're very, very similar to the Rider-Waite deck. Okay, the Queen of Wands stands for creative, independent, confident, passionate, beautiful, friendly, sexual, optimistic, and influential. This card could represent a person you know or might encounter with some aspect of yourself that's present to call upon now. The Queen of Wands is a mature, confident, passionate person. She's dedicated to her pursuits in career, family, and love. She's popular and fun. People love to be around her for inspiring energy and joyful demeanor. She is generous and loves to make others smile. She is super sexy. See, do you guys see how the description is way different than if I'd done the Rider-Waite? She does what she loves, takes chances in following her passion, and lives her life with her own personal flair. I hear the word flair, and I just think of Jennifer Aniston in the movie The Office, one of my favorite movies of all time. It's a cult classic. Okay, she lives her life with her own personal flair. She sometimes uses her charisma and sex appeal to manipulate others, and she can be impulsive and has a quick temper. So, either what Divine Mother said or what I just read here might actually have meaning for you or not. I don't know. So you take the meanings that feel right for you and leave the rest, okay? All right. So what is crossing our path right now? This could be a challenge, an obstacle, or crossing our path in a positive way, but it's something that is going to take us away from our present moment. And that card is the Two of Cups, which means amor, love. So, Divine Mother, what do you have to say about that? Many of you who have been single and are ready to enter into a union with the correct partner will find that it's coming very soon. And it could be as soon as this next full moon. Those of you who are already in relationships, starting, or in marriages that have been a while, where it's been a while that you've been together, you're going to find a renewed friendship in your love, a renewed sense of joy, and your passion will be coming up at this time. But I'm telling you to take an advantage. Take any advantage that you have coming your way, an opportunity to get to know each other on a deeper level, because you're going to find something that you have in common that you did not know about before. And as such, we are in heaven rooting for your love to strengthen and deepen, because that does affect the collective whole. And for those of you who are single waiting for a soulmate, that person might be coming very soon. For those of you who are twin flames waiting for your twin, again, this opportunity may present itself sooner than you have expected. We know that you have been waiting and waiting for a very long time, some of you, to allow your twin to come into your life, but you were told maybe you needed to work on yourself, and a lot of you have worked on yourself and you're fine. you're golden. But the problem is that your twin was not ready. Now we're saying that most of the twins are finally entering into the final phase of readiness in order to meet and begin fresh. It's going to feel like a brand new relationship without any karma. There's going to be a clearing energy that overcomes you when you meet this person. And it's going to feel like a breath of fresh air rather than when you meet a soulmate and it feels a little bit, you feel a little bit of a drag. There's like a drag energy in the air, like, oh, this again. We have to go with this issue again. We have to work that out again. We have to be together because we owe each other something. When you meet your twin, it's going to be an energy of clarity. There's going to be a joy and a calm tranquility that you have never found with any other relationship in your life. So if you are a twin expecting your twin, when you meet this person, the first handshake, the first eye contact, the first hug where your hearts meet in beat in synchronicity with each other, in that moment you're going to feel not only an energy of pure bliss and joy, but also a clarity and a calm tranquility. The serenity will be deafening, to coin an earthly phrase. Is there anything else to add to that? No? Okay, good. All right, so I'm going to look it up, the Two of Cups in the Galaxy Tarot. And this is what it says: equality, love, respect, harmony, and sharing. The Two of Cups is a card of union, the coming together of two or more things to create something new. This card could represent romantic attraction, a marriage, a supportive partnership, coming to a compromise, mutual support in a relationship, friendship and bonding, or a sense of equality between two people or two groups of people. Whether this card indicates romance, business partners, friends, family members, or the uniting of physical and spiritual realms, when the Two of Cups appears, it always represents equality, balance, mutual give and take, and particularly in regard to emotional support and understanding. Well, that sounds like a positive card to me. What do you guys think about that? The next card is what is below us, and it is the Page of Swords. So let's see here. This is weird. I'm looking for it in the thing. Here we go. Okay. I wanted to get it queued up. So, in both the Andes deck and the Galaxy Tarot, it's a person who has one foot flat on the ground and the other one with just the toe touching. And they have, both of them, they have their hands wrapped around one sword. It looks like an adventurous card, or kind of a ready-to-do battle, but maybe it's possibly the battle within. You know, usually this is about you. Ooh, I looked and it's at 2255. Today I've come across the number 55 many times, and the number 11 many times, and 22 many times, and 23. So, all right, this card has the Gemini symbol on it, as well as the number 53. All right, so the Page of Swords. Divine Mother, please, what can you tell us about the Page of Swords? This is our current foundation of where we're at. Okay. Are you saying intellectual? Okay, she's saying intellectual opportunities have presented themselves. The foundation for which you will platform I'm hearing the words platform and springboard. Are these correct words? Yes, she says yes. Muscle testing says yes. So the platform, springboard, the idea from which you spring the rest of your life. Almost you can look at this card as a diving board, and you're on the edge and the precipice, and you're going to jump, and you're going to land in the deep water that will support and push you up and buoy you. This water is your subconscious mind. So this is your creativity, your intellectuality. If you're an artist or a writer or a singer or a musician, you are going to live from your passion. And this is your foundation right now. Everything that you always wished you could do, but you've had a job or whatever to get in the way, or all the other life things that get in the way, now is the time to take a step back from the distractions, things that distract you from your passions. And this is a time for you to move forward in a bold move. This is your springboard card from which to jump into your future in a positive and unabashedly shameless way. And she's pointing it this way. She's showing me because people have been embarrassed about their abilities and their pursuits and what they wanted to do, and they've been feeling kind of ashamed of themselves or a little bit upset. And she's showing me the idea of maybe, for example, someone who wants to be a model, and then they hesitate because they feel a little bit ashamed, like they feel like to be a model would be like saying that everybody they know is not as good looking as them, and they feel guilty about that, instead of rather than let their inner light shine by radiating the peace and truth of who they are. And they should never be ashamed to show the face that God gave them to the world, regardless of what they look like. And it's not about being good looking, it's about having the confidence and ability to move forward with your passions, regardless of what you falsely observe in other people's minds, because you don't really know what people are thinking. And if anyone's going to judge you for it, then forget them. You don't need to hang out with them. Go and follow your passion and your dreams, and put yourself first for a change. It's time to show the universe that you have an interest in following who you are meant to be, and your passions. Is there anything else to find other? No? Okay. All right, so Page of Swords. I'm going to look up in the Galaxy Tarot once more and see what it says. All right, the words for Page of Swords are thoughtful, curious, intellectual, writer, and student. This card could represent a person you know or will encounter, or some aspect of yourself that's present or to call upon now. The Page of Swords is a youthful, cautious, thoughtful person. He seeks truth and justice above all else. He's willing to take risks with communication in order to get closer to the truth of a situation. He is a student of communication and can learn a lot about himself through his writing and conversations. This card also can represent some news that will alert you to the truth. I like how both what the divine says and what the card means, I like how it's so very different, because it helps us, allows us to deepen the meaning. Sometimes we react best to what the original meaning of the card is, and sometimes it's the energy that's coming through the card at the moment. I mean, I could read this card in a week and it'll be a whole different meaning when I'm channeling the divine. Okay, what is behind us? And this is funny because what we just read in the Page of Swords cards talks about justice, and what's behind us literally is justice. So we're going to see in the, okay, Divine Mother, like to be, obviously I'm connected to you already. This is such a gorgeous card, you guys. It's like this emerald green rays coming down. And it looks like Huancapac, which is the Incan sun god on this picture. But it also has reference to Archangel Michael. There's a scale of justice in the hand. Oh my God. And you notice until right this second, there's a number 22 on this card. Also, Venus and Libra are represented by this card. Okay. All right. Divine Mother, what can you tell us about what's behind us of the justice? The balancing of the scales is complete and your karma is finished. Wow. That's awesome. The collective whole has completed the cycle, and we in heaven have been celebrating. This seems that it has been such a long time coming. This is a huge win, a major victory for all of mankind. If you have been working and working and working on yourself in your personality and declare your karma and make right and make amends with people from past lives and from this life, you've done it. Congratulations. You have achieved balance. The karma balance has been restored, and you have jumped off into a new world, a new dimension. You no longer have to worry about it. If anything emotionally comes up about this, you need to forgive yourself and others and heal it still. You might have emotional remnants, but as far as we are concerned, the slate has been wiped clean. The balance has been restored. Is that anything else? No? Okay. All right. What it says in the traditional meaning of the card, according to the Galaxy Tarot, these are the words: fairness, balance, ethics, law, accountability. When justice appears in a reading, it is time to balance the scales. This card indicates actions will have fair consequences. Everything will fall into place, just as it's meant to be. Your truth will catch up with liars and cheaters. Responsible people will be fairly compensated. It's time to think logically. Don't let emotions overwhelm your decisions. It may be helpful to list the pros and cons of a potential decision. The card could indicate legal action or a court case. Justice will likely prevail. If you've been feeling out of balance, now is time to I'm sorry, let me read that again. Okay. If you've been feeling out of balance, take time now to find your center. So there you go. All right, what is above us? The card is the Knight of Pentacles. And as you know, the Knight can always stand for a person, of course. And it's a generous person because it's Pentacles. All right, let's see. Divine Mother, what do you have to tell us about the Knight of Pentacles? This is message from our divinity, our higher self. Has a Virgo symbol on it, and the number 66, another master number about money, but it's about being worried about money. All right, so, all right, what do you have to, also there's a Taurus on it. Okay, what can you tell us about the Knight of Pentacles, Divine Mother? All of us in the higher realms, the kingdom of heaven, as you call it, your higher self, and all of your angels and ascended masters, everybody, we are here for you. We are raining down upon you with all of the abundance, all of the love, all of the positive energy, abundance in every way. We're sending you reams reams of friendship energy, love energy, and yes, loyalty. We are loyal to you. We are always here every step of the way. You are going to become abundant. Someone may enter your life in which your abundance may grow through this person or through an idea the person brings to you. Or maybe this person paves the way for you. In whatever way this happens for you, know that abundance is coming your way, and we in heaven all love you, and we are absolutely 100% behind you. We want you to succeed in every area of your life, not just in financial areas, but in every possible area. Friends, family, harmony, at work or at your work that you do. Every possible way we wish for balance in you. And so she's showing me that this kind of goes along the Page of Swords, which is a messenger, but the Knight is someone who's going to take a definitive role in creating your abundance for you. Some of you are going to start to come together, and light workers will help light workers. And this is a time in which this is going to start to happen. Be prepared to receive all the money you deserve for the intangible things that you thought you were unable to be paid for. The money will come to you in other ways. Remember that money is just a form of energy. It is an energetic form, and when you vibrate very high after all of the good deeds you've done, your rewards are on their way. Anything else? She says no. All right. Knight of Pentacles says loyal, dependable, practical, hardworking, cautious, attention to detail. This card could represent a person you know or will encounter, or some aspect of yourself that's present to call upon now, obviously. And the Knight of Pentacles is a cautious, slow-moving, dependable person. He's very careful about everything he does and sometimes gets so caught up in the details that progress is halted. Hilarious, caught in the details. It's a Virgo, right? Virgo symbol right on there. Yeah, Virgos, we're all about the details. So progress could be halted by stuck in the details. The progress he does make, however, is sturdy and long-lasting. He's a loyal and reliable friend. He may sometimes be boring or stubborn, but he gives well-thought-out, practical advice. He can be controlling and may value principles and rules over all else. He values comfort and security, and he loves luxury. He's able to take what he's learned from academic studies and past experiences and use it in very practical ways. Sounds like a Virgo to me, for sure. All right, so we've already gotten, let's see, have we? Yeah, we've already had one major arcana, and now we're going to the second. So the one that was behind us was Justice. The one that's in front of us, and also the energy of the following week, following the full moon, is the card, the Moon. I mean, we could not have gotten a better first week after the full moon than the card, the Moon, right? How crazy is that? So it has the number 129 on it. And it looks like, of course, it's got a Pisces symbol on it. And here we go, Dormond, the moon, or La Luna, which the name for La Luna in ancient Incan is Quilla or Quila, kind of like tequila. Maybe that means your moon, tequila. You drink enough tequila, you're going to see your moon, right? You probably moon somebody. Don't drink too much tequila. Tequila. Okay, I have to say that just so many times because it's such a fun. Say it 3 times fast. It'll make you feel happy. Okay, in the next week, Divine Mother, can you tell us what this means, the moon? You will be delving into your subconscious to help your creative abilities and endeavors. The moon means the subconscious, all of the stuff that's below the surface. But this time you're not going to be mining and digging for yucky energy from the past, but rather all of your dreams and your hopes and things that you have abandoned because you thought were not going to happen. It's time to dredge them back up again and throw away the ones that you've outgrown and follow the dreams that you have long forgotten. This is the time. Gain paid for doing what you love also will be on the horizon. So pay attention to your dreams. Pay attention to your subconscious impulses. When you get an energy of go over here now, go over there now, because it is your higher self directing you in a way that will help you fulfill your innermost desires and your deepest, most fondest wishes and dreams. And it's at this time. And this is in the next week following the full moon. So in the next week and a half, guys. All right. Anything else? No. All right. What it says in the Galaxy Tarot app, the moon stands for the unconscious, shadow self, confusion, dreams, intuition. The moon is a card of darkness, illusion, and the unconscious. Now it's the time to pay attention to your intuition and dreams. What does your deepest feelings tell you about your current situation? What are you afraid of right now? Sometimes the most profound growth is found in facing our deepest fears. You may be hiding something from others or yourself. Someone may also be hiding something from you, contributing to the confusion and fear you're feeling. The moon advises us to go within to seek better understanding before taking action. It might be wise to keep some things hidden for now. This card also represents natural cycles, such as the cycles of the moon, menstruation, or the changing of the seasons. All right, so how we see ourselves, you guys, this one is another major arcana. The card in the position of how we view our present selves is literally the death card. It sounds on the surface scary, but this is an amazing card to get, especially in this position. All right, it has a Scorpio and the number 24 on it, and the symbol for the planet. It is a planet, Pluto. All right, it also has a number 50 on it, and it says La Muerta or Aja. Aja is the Incan word. And in German, it's Der Tod. The toad, T-O-D. Der Tod, the death. All right, God, will you, Divine Mother, tell me, please, what this card means for us. Transformation, end of your karma. You are now butterflies. You have come from your chrysalis, emerging brand new into the fifth dimension. All is new. You have a brand new life. You have transformed and transpired your former selves. And this card is here to let you know you are more than welcome to view yourself as completely transformed. You have done a good job. Everything has gone according to plan. Everything has gone according to divine will and divine order. And we could not have reached this point without all of your hard work. This is a time to love and acknowledge yourself. This is a time to pat yourself on the back and give yourself a hug. Tell yourself that you deserve every good thing in this world and you have earned it. Your transformation is not something that just happened randomly. It did not happen overnight. We see you. We see you. We see you. You did it. We are proud of you. Your transformation from the third dimension to the fifth dimension is now complete. We love you very much, and we're so proud of you. Anything else to add to that? No. Awesome. Moving right along, I look and it says 44 minutes into this reading. Transformation, ending, closure, and regeneration are the words in the Galaxy Tarot app relating to the card Death. Death is a card of an ending before an utter transformation. It is a caterpillar in a cocoon. Whoa, you guys, I promise I did not read these words before Divine Mother just told me this. It's giving me the chills, man. Because when I pulled up the card before I touched it, I was just looking at the picture. I didn't look at the words yet. Death is a card of an ending before an utter transformation. It is like the caterpillar in a cocoon on the verge of becoming a butterfly. It is time to get rid of what is no longer useful. Seek closure before moving on. You may be about to end a job, move house. Doesn't make sense. Doesn't move house. I guess move to a new house or a new place, or end a relationship. This might not be an easy change, but it's necessary for your maturation and well-being. If you've been feeling stuck, this card is advising you to look around, decide what to let go of. Only when you free up your stagnant energy will new things come to you. If you're going through a time of painful loss, find solace in knowing that you will look back at this time as the beginning of a new chapter in your life. Let go, trust in the universe. I don't know about you guys, but that kind of gave me the chills because I did not read the butterfly reference when she told me that. So, okay, the next card is how other people see ourselves, and we get another major arcana. So that makes 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, okay, so it's 4. That's the fourth major arcana. And then we have one last, so half of the cards, 50% are major arcana. That's always a really good sign in a reading. All right, so the Chariot, El Coche de la Victoria, it says in Spanish, the car of victory. So the Chariot, this is pretty awesome, actually. Okay. Divine Mother, what do you have to tell us about the Chariot? Not only have you arrived, people who are on the outside of awakening looking in at you see that you are actually starting to go places. For some of you in your situation and experience, the people around you are going to feel shocked. Suddenly you're becoming successful. Suddenly you're productive. Suddenly you are arriving where you need to be in order to keep going in a very positive, successful direction. Yes, you are moving in the direction of success, and those around you who've always thought of you as a dreamer, a talker, someone who wasn't going to go anywhere, they're looking at you with a bit of shock on their face. They are surprised that suddenly all the nonsense and jibber jabber you've been saying are suddenly actually paying off for you. That maybe you are starting to make some sense. They think that most of what you've been saying is metaphysical mumbo jumbo, but suddenly as their own awakening starts to ensue, they're going to see that not only have you always been going places, you have been riding literally the coach of victory to the end game. And you knew all along what was going to happen. You knew all along where you were headed. You trusted and had faith in the divine. And as a result, your faith, which to other people looked like foolishness, is now going to look like your greatest strength. Enjoy this moment. pat yourself on the back and hug yourself again, because you have ridden the victory ride. You're in the chariot, and you are going to go fast, and you're going to go far into the direction of your dreams. And all the people who doubted you and thought that you would never amount to anything, well, they're going to have to eat their words. Yes, they will be eating crow while you are flying with the eagles. Wow, I love what that one says. I love that one. All right, let's see what it happens to say. I'm looking at the picture, turning it over. The app of Galaxy Tarot says, for the chariot, momentum, competence, self-discipline, control, determination. When you get the chariot in a reading, it's a time to take control of your life. Stay focused on your goal. Harness all of your resources to get to where you want to go. Don't get thrown off course by your emotions. Forego short-term gratification for long-term accomplishment. The chariot may also represent travel and transportation. So that's pretty cool. All right. Now we're going to what will be happening in the next 3 months. This is also related to our hopes and or our fears. This is a Page of Pentacles. Page is usually meaning someone's going to give you a message relating to this. And again, we have Virgo on this card, which makes it relate to the Knight of Pentacles. So again, with the Virgo-ness, and we love that. And this Hebrew letter is the same as the Page of Swords. So keep in mind. Now this has a Virgo and a Capricorn, which is cool because Capricorn is my rising sign. This also is a 67. It has a 67, so that's pretty cool. I just realized I think that's like the 67th card. However, this person is counting the cards. Counting cards? Oh no, we'll be kicked out of Las Vegas. Just kidding. All right, so Page of Pentacles. It says Yod-Heh-Wah-Heh on this in Hebrew. I don't read Hebrew, but I do read that word. Yod-Heh-Wah-Heh is the name of God. So, Page of Pentacles. All right. Where were we? I'm going to have to ask God. So this is going to be a message regarding your money, basically. I'm getting distracted because I'm looking at the time and I don't want to go over the hour because then I'll have to record it because it'll stop. It'll cut me off in 9 minutes. So what do you have to say about this one, God? Page of Pentacles. Someone in the next 3 months is coming your way to give you a message and possibly to help you get where you need to go. So you might need someone, maybe it's a real estate agent that will help you find your new home. It's something to do with money and your life. Whatever your hope is, in 3 months you're going to start to see the beginning of the process of that change in your life. If you keep your mindset correct, keep your hopes up, keep your mind on the prize. Remember to think of the what, not the who, the how, or the when. Remember that the what is the most important part of the equation as far as you are concerned. And in 3 months, you are going to start the process of what it is that you want to have in your life. And you're going to have to consult with somebody to help you to achieve that. Okay, so she's showing me like if there's a class you wanted to take, you might meet with the professor, or you might get a discount on the class. You might get an email or something. The page could be a person or a phone call or an email away, or it could be an advertisement that comes across your desk while you're on the computer working. So she's saying that it's a message about the money situation or a message about how you're going to spend the money that's coming your way? This is for everyone in the collective. She says yes. Cool. So, is there anything else? No. Okay. All right. I'm going to read what the card says, and hopefully, I'm probably going to have to stop this and do another little tiny recording. Page of Pentacles says, practical, cautious student. Oh, that's weird. I honestly didn't read this one either. Student, new job or project, new investment, new studies. That is really weird. Again, I queued it up, but only was looking at the picture, nothing else. This card could represent a person you know or will encounter, or some aspect of yourself that's present or to call upon now. It always says that when it's a person, like a knight, a king, a queen, or a page could represent a person coming your way. The Page of Pentacles is a youthful, dependable, practical person. He is willing to work hard to gain new knowledge and skills. He's often a student. He's a loyal friend who will give useful advice. This card could also indicate a time to pay attention to your body, the earth, and nature. This could be a message in the physical world for you. Now remember, this is the next 3 months. Also, it's our hopes and possibly our fears. All right, I just looked and it said 5511. I keep getting 55s, 555s, 11s, and 111. So for your angel number enthusiasts, please check your angel app for those numbers. All right, I'm going to go ahead and break this up, and then I'll come back in the third section of recording. All right, we are on the final card of the reading, and it is representative of the final outcome of everything of this reading, and also what will take place in the next 6 months. And this card is the World. This is the final major arcana card, and also the final card of the reading. So that's pretty fortuitous. That's good luck. And what's funny, on the card it says El Mundo in Spanish, means the world, but it says Pacha means the world in Incan, but also this is how you say the world in Mayan, also Pacha. So pretty weird, right? Like Pachamama is Earth Mother. Pacha means Earth. So or the world. It means the same thing in both ancient Mayan and ancient Incan. And I kind of venture a guess it might also mean the same thing in ancient Aztec, but I'm not sure. I can't really speak to that. But I've lived in Guatemala and I've lived in Peru, and I'm still in Inca country. I'm in the heart of what used to be the Incan Empire in Ecuador, because it went all the way up to Venezuela. So we're like in the very middle here in Ecuador. So I love that. Anyway, I just had to mention that. Okay, Divine Mother. Oh, and by the way, it has a symbol for Capricorn again. So related to the last card, as well as, I want to say this is a symbol of, oh gosh, I think it's Sagittarius is this symbol. And also it has a number 32, which, well, does relate to the Masons, right? 32nd degree Mason. And that's the highest completion. Only the very special VIP, super wealthy, like kings can get a 33 degree Scottish Rite. So most Masons can only go as far as 32. So, but there's 32 paths of wisdom. And it's a very sacred number in gematria and alchemy. And also on this card is the number 400. That might mean something to someone out there, okay? Divine Mother, please tell us what the World card means for us today as far as 6 months from now. In 6 months, you will be on top of the world because your world will have changed that much. All of your struggles, all of your fears and worries will be completed and gone. In 6 months, your world is going to be transformed in ways you cannot begin right now to imagine, and not just as far as the ascension and the fifth dimension are concerned, but also as far as your personal lives are concerned. Consider that your families are made whole. You are made whole. You are the whole world. And God has the whole world in His hands. So when you think about these words and these phrases and what they mean to you personally, that is what will happen. So 6 months from now, let's see, we're in September, so October, November, December, January, February, March. So in March, right? Springtime. And didn't we get something about springtime in the past week? Someone said something about March. I don't know if it was a reading I did last week. I don't know. I know one of you are going to remember it. You got to write me and tell me, because I can't remember. When I go into trance like this, I forget very easily what's going on. All right, anything else you want to add, Divine Mother, to that? No, not at this time. So basically, that's excellent, right? Excellent reading. All right, according to the Galaxy Tarot, flipping it over now and seeing what it means, the World card stands for integration, completion, options, wholeness, the earth, and connection. And before I read the description, I wanted to let you know that the number of the World card is 21. However, that's because the full card is 0, because our souls start our journey in the no thing, or the nothing, in the realm of God before we come to this world, before we fall to earth. So basically, the World card is the 22nd card. So yet again, we get the number 22 in this reading. Okay, so the World card represents both endings and new beginnings, according to the Galaxy Tarot app. It says, you have learnt, oh my God, instead of learned with an ED, it literally says with a T, you have learnt. You have learned the lessons. I'm going to read in appropriate English now. You have learned the lessons from your current phase of life. It is time to move on. This card can mean a victory or graduation. It is telling you that you have enough and that you are enough. It is time to move beyond thoughts of your personal quest to bigger thoughts of what you can offer the earth. Well, that makes sense, doesn't it? I mean, if we are at the point at which we are whole in and of ourselves, our world, our thoughts of how we wanted our lives to be, and in 6 months, we're either going to have it 100% or we're going to be well on our way to getting it. You know, so maybe you decided you were going to go back to university and you start that up in January. By March, you're going to be well on your way to a brand new life. You know, you might have always wanted a specific career and you've been sending out resumes left and right this week. Well, by March, you'll be well on your way in the career of your dreams, that, you know, working for the company of your dreams. Or if you're an entrepreneur, you'll have the, you know, the business of your dreams. You know? So I'm seeing that everyone's going to be whole, you know? If you were sick, you're resolving it right now and you're going to be made whole by March. You know, or at least you'll be well on your way. If you want to lose weight, keto diet, maybe you started that recently. Well, by March, you're going to be well on your way to being younger and thinner and feeling great. If you have any goals spiritually, you're going to be closer to your divine self by March. So that's what I'm saying. For me, personally, I know I have a feeling that I'll be living in my house that I've been looking at this house for years. It's been on the market for years. No one wants to buy it, or no one can afford it. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know why people don't want this house, but it's beautiful as far as I could tell on the internet. So I want that one or one better. But I think I'll be well on my way. I think I will maybe live in that house by March. And I know, at least from my perspective, if I'm already there, then just the rest of my life, I won't be having to worry about making and saving and investing to get my house, because I'll already have my house. I'll just invest just for my future, for the rest of my future, but I'll be well on my way. I will start to do the next phase of my life, my next thing that I'm going to do to help humanity. And of course, I'm still going to do Metaphysical Soul Speak, the podcast. I mean, my goal is to have my show always. When I was having a conversation with Art Bell, actually earlier we were kind of having a little conversation, just like mental telepathy. His spirit didn't come to visit me, but I felt him. I was thinking about him and I felt him thinking about me at the same time. So we started having this conversation and he said, you know, if you ever try to give up the show, you're going to really miss it. And my advice is just don't ever give up like I did. Because when I tried to restart and I had false starts and false stops, and it was just like, you know, I kept trying to retire and then it wasn't working. And he says, I really wish I never would have given up my show. I wish I would have seen it through to the end. So as a result of him telling me that, I figured, well, he's got a point. And I love when he gives me advice because he's a pretty damn cool person. And God rest his soul. I love him so much. He's given me the best advice, and I really love his friendship. I mean, right when he died, I was able to get on this. I found an app that it's EVP. It plays EVPs. And right after he died, I had downloaded this, and my oldest and I sat and we were like, okay, we're calling his spirit. We're like, if you hear us, if you know. I mean, we were crying our hearts out. We were so sad that he died. And he came and he talked to us. Not once, but like 3 different times through the EVP app. And he was so thrilled. He was like, this is so cool that this works. You know what I mean? Like, he didn't say that exactly, but he said just a couple words. And I didn't record it. I was so excited about it. I forgot that I should record it for posterity, and I didn't do it. Maybe in the future I'll do it, but I was blown away by that. And, yeah, I know. So, I mean, for me, my world card means I'm going to get what I need just to live here, and everything's going to work out. And I'm going to end up being, working on this and working on my books and publishing my books and getting started on all of that. And then my next goal is to invest enough money, invest in Bitcoin enough to keep making more and more so that I will have my land, and I'm going to put together a spiritual retreat. And I'm going to invite you guys all to come down. Every person listening, I mean, you will have to, have several weeks that we do this, because I won't have enough room for hundreds of people, but I look forward to this. I look forward to it very much. Having a place where we could all come together and meditate and talk about the stuff from the show and what excited you and thrilled you, and, what were you having questions on, and just gain to know our soul family. You know, we're a soul tribe. Every one of you listening to the show, we're all part of the same soul tribe. So I'm really grateful to have you on board with me. Thank you for listening. And thank you, those of you who've been putting reviews on iTunes. I am still in the charts over in Pakistan, and I'm still in the charts in Sweden. So that's pretty cool. Before it was like the Netherlands and Norway. Now it's Sweden. And I've been on the charts in the Philippines as well. So I wanted to thank you guys for putting me up on the charts with your review of the show. I mean, if you're going to review me less than 3 stars, don't bother. Do me a favor. Anyway. All right. So, no, but thank you so much for all of your support and your love and your help. And I am really grateful. I'm really, really grateful that I have the opportunity to share my particular form of crazy wisdom, my Heyoka crazy wisdom, my shamanic insights, and just sharing myself with you guys. It's been a really wonderful journey so far, and I hope I can do this for many years to come. Anyway, again, just thank you for being there and passing the show along to others. Send me an email if you have any questions or ideas for upcoming episodes. I'm all ears. Send that to me at metaphysicalsoulspeak@gmail.com or anchor.fm/metaphysical. So that's all I gotta say for now about that. Signing off with peace and joy and the high vibes of the holy 5th dimension. Until next time, guys, peace. Metaphysical Soul Speak is run on sponsors and listener support. This means listeners like you. If you are so inclined to support my efforts and my little podcast, please visit me at anchor.fm/metaphysical and pledge an amount of your choosing today. Thank you.